right, my name's Pete Wentworth, police officer with the Bedford Police Department. Everyone is always asking policemen, did you ever shoot anybody? And I have not. I've been a police officer for 32 years and I've never shot anybody, but I have come close, and I'll tell you about the time I came the closest to shooting anybody. It was in 1994. I was a sergeant in Portland before I retired from the Portland Police Department. And there was a gentleman that was in his bathroom, and he had locked himself in the bathroom, and they said he had a big butcher knife and he'd already cut his throat. And so we were just trying to talk him out, say, "Oh, sir, come on out, please come on out," whatever. And then he did come out, although he went across the room and he still had the knife in his hand and he wouldn't put it down. Now I wanted to tell him, "Get the hell back in there," so I could shut the door. The man had already sliced his throat open and he was bleeding like a stuck pig, waving his knife around. I later learned his job was cutting fish down at the dock, so I could just tell by the way he had the knife that he did in fact know how to use the knife. We were spraying our OC spray on there, which is very hot type thing, and he was like going like it was Old Spice, didn't even bother him. Turned out he was quite drugged out too, so we ended up saying, drop the gun, drop the knife, and he's pretending to lunge at us. They say you should shoot anybody if they get within 25 feet of you, because by the time they could come and stab you, you'd be dead. He might be dead too, but he could still stab you before he died. Right. Well, we violated the rule because we really didn't want to shoot anybody. But we did eventually say, what are we doing here? And we backed out of the apartment and locked it up and left him in there, and surrounded the place and ended up calling the SWAT team. Well, we ended up managing to take him into custody before the SWAT team ever arrived. But I would say that, that was the closest I ever came to shooting anybody, because he was lunging at us, and a couple of times, the finger was right there, and about another 2 feet, and that'd have been the end of that. Of course, like I said, he probably, would have come over and stabbed me about 6 or 7 times before he actually dropped dead. So then I would have been stabbed by a dead man. But, who knows if I would have made it. So that's my little story of the time I came the closest to shooting anybody in 32 years police work.